Hello YouTube and welcome to tutorial number 8 in the PHP programming series, and in this video we're going to cover the basic math functions in PHP. And what we're going to cover is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and we're also going to just cover increments and decrements. So as always, we will start our PHP file off with the starting and ending for a PHP file, and we're going to save this as math.php. And so basically, jumping straight into it, the basic way to add a number is, as you would think, you're going to just do one value and then the add sign and then another value. But in PHP, as we learned in one of the earlier tutorials, when working with integers we do not have to use double or single quotations. We can just put them out as a number. So we're going to echo 10 and then plus and 5. And if we just have a semicolon there, and then we'll go to math, PHP, it should echo 15. There we go, echoes 15. So that is how to use the addition function of PHP. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you all four. So I'm just going to create two variables, just create one. Variable 1 is going to be, actually we'll call it num1. Num1 is going to equal 10. You don't need any quotations, by the way. And num2 is going to equal 15. And we're just going to perform some simple mathematical operations down here, and we'll use comments to make it much neater as well. So the first one is addition, and what we're going to do is echo out. We'll just use the variable num1 plus num2, and we'll also concatenate a break onto that as well, HTML break. You should know what concatenation is when working with strings, so all it is going to just add this string to that, just a line break to make it neater. And then we'll do subtraction, and with subtraction all you need to do is use the, obviously the subtraction button on your keyboard. So num1, and then instead of plus it's just a minus, num2, and we'll also put a break onto that, concatenate it on there. And if you're confused by what this full stop and single quotes are, then watch the previous tutorial. And this is where it gets different to what you would think when dealing with multiplication. So when dealing with multiplication, you can't exactly put an X there. So what you need to do is we're going to echo num1, and you need to hold down the shift key and press 8 on your keyboard for the star sign, and that will indicate the PHP to multiply these two numbers together. So num1 multiplied by num2. Once again, concatenate a break, and then finally we'll look at division. So with division, you just do a /, and then we'll echo num1 / to divide num2. And we don't need a concatenation and break there, it's the last line. So if you save this, so expecting this, this isn't exactly a math tutorial, but just to go over it. So 10 plus 15 is going to be 25. 10 minus 15 will be minus 5. And then 10 multiplied by 15 is 150. And division, I'm not going to work that out because I'm really tired right now, so let's let PHP do the hard work for us. Okay, so the first one, as we expect, it has returned 25 as it's 10 plus 15. And then if we have 10 minus 15 is minus 5. 10 multiplied by 15 is 150, and then if we have 10 divided by 15, we've got this long decimal here. So that is how to use the basic math functions in PHP. You can also store the result of a math function in a variable. So if you want to do result equals num1 plus num2, and then you can just echo out result. So if we reload that, 25, 10 plus 15. And also what we can do is we can increment or decrement numbers, and that is just basically adding 1 or subtracting 1 from a number. So if we have num1, the way to increment a number by 1 is plus plus. So if we do num1 plus plus, semicolon, and then we do it again, num1 plus plus, you can see that as num1 is 10, it should now be 12 by this point. So if we echo it out right here. Save it, it should come to 12. There we go. And we can also use minus minus to decrement the number, so num2 minus minus, and then num1 minus minus, and then num1 minus minus, and we can echo num1 again, and it will be 8 because we've taken away 1 each time. So they are the basic math functions of PHP. It's not very interesting, I know, but all of this will lead to more interesting concepts in future tutorials, so you know, stick with it, try it out. You could even make your own calculator if you understand. Well, actually we'll go over the post and get in a further tutorial, but you know, just play around with that, make sure you are familiar with the math functions, and yeah, thanks for watching.